Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Morocco campaign in EU4 with me, your host Luckymarine. Apologies for not being here for over Christmas time. Just my workplace got really busy, and also I got really ill, and it affected my voice and my ability to speak for long periods without coughing my lungs out, and no one wants to hear that ever. So I decided to give it a little bit of a break until I was sorted out, until I was fixed, until my sweet tones were bearable once more. Anyway, back. Read? No. I watched the last video of the Morocco campaign that we were doing earlier on, and you're doing right. Apparently we're struggling for manpower, which it does look like we are. How much do we get back per month? It's not a terrible amount per month. Not a terrible amount. We might not need quantity ideas. We might just have to build a few barracks around. How much money are we making? What? Okay, we're not making any money. Excellent. We just grabbed an alliance. Well, we'd already grabbed an alliance with France. We grabbed an alliance with the Ottomans. Tunis has picked up the Marmadukes. We have Tugot, we had Fezzen, and then Sale popped out of us via a random event. And we couldn't do anything to stop that from happening, which I think is fucking stupid, I think is the diplomatic way to put it. Yeah, I remember the event that popped up. It was either we released ourselves as Sale and became pirates, or we release Sale not just as a march, but as a not only as a vassal, sorry, but as a march, which means I've got to spend stability in order to turn him back into a vassal, and I haven't got the relation slots for him. And yet there was no option of saying no. I'd have spent money to not have to deal. I'd have spent stability to not have to deal with this. But no, Paradox wants to enforce their fun on us, so we have to deal with it. Anyway, we're looking to get into Spain as quickly as possible. Also, Timbuktu down here is having issues, so we could get down. And eat into the African miners down here. I say miners, but they're getting quite big. Maybe Timbuktu, you got cores? You do, at least 2. No, we can't take on another. We can't take on another vassal. That'd be stupid. We're already 2 over. Thanks, Paradox. Stupid Sale. All right. We could integrate one of our minions. We could integrate Tugot, I suppose. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I did want Tugot and Fezzen around so that we could feed. Once we'd broken our alliance with Tunis, I wanted to be able to feed Tunis to both Tugot and Fezzen, but I can't do that. I have to annex one of them. I have to annex one of them quickly, because it's taking 2 points every single month, and that's not sustainable. And there's attacking into Portugal. How many favours do we have with France now? 19. And yet, why? Oh, you have a truce with Castile. Fair enough. For how long? Okay. Alright. Well, I want France to smash into Castile. I want Castilian troops to be looking the other way. I don't want to do it before the Iberian Duda. No. I'm lining up to break the alliance with Tunis, I think. Once we integrate Tugot, break the alliance with Tunis. I'm sorry, Tugot, but it has to be done. It's not your fault. It's Paradox's fault. Integrate Tugot. Break the alliance with Tunis. We're not going to have the royal marriage with Tunis, so we'll immediately stop that relation. Unrest of -2. Do we have unrest? We do. And the rest of -2 would probably get rid of... Why do I have such unrest in Tlemcen? Religious unity, legitimacy, separatism. Are we only just taken Tlemcen? I mean, I can increase the autonomy. I don't mind that. I really don't want Tlemceni separatists to pop off. Not really. Let's do that. Let's just get rid of them. Or we save... oh, institution tech penalty already. How far is we behind? Not a million miles away. Alright, I'll save my points. We'll save our... Ooh, Caraman's gone bankrupt. Caraman's still a thing. Yeah. Can't get to him though. Yeah, we'll save our points. Hopefully, as you are stated up, are you not? You are. As the institution spreads through these provinces. Very slowly. No, I don't know. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's all the way through here. It's spreading into Alicante. Once it's spread into Alicante itself, and it's going through Alicante quite quickly, it'll then spread to the northern coast of Morocco. We'll move from here to 1, 2, 3 provinces. There'll be a good amount of spread there. Either that, or we'll dev up these provinces where it's already in a little bit, just to try fill up the 10%. Once it's in 10% of your entire dev, then you can collect it. So why it's worth, if anyone offers you knowledge sharing, they'll knowledge share in your capital in central Morocco here. So the first place that you put your dev should probably be where your capital is, so that when the knowledge sharing has finished, then just your capital province, your capital state is enough for the 10%. So you're not having to wait stupid amount of times for tech. Can certainly help, especially when you're a little bit further away from where the earlier tech spawn. Loses their claim. Fine. We already have another claim. It's fine. It's fine. So it didn't have claims. You didn't have claims. Still trying to improve relations with France. I don't know if we're capped out. We'll start a spy network on Castile. I think it's probably going to be an attack into Portugal, because I want to vassalize Portugal before he starts colonizing too much and getting it gets too big to vassalize. We're already taking a lot of the good Portuguese land. I want to take this bit of land off Portugal because it's good for trade. It's got an estuary and the natural harbour. So I want that off him, and he can, I don't know, chill out in Madeira or something. Is it Madeira? Yeah. Although Portugal does now get if he's got at least 20 provinces in the Brazil area, he gets the option to flee to Brazil. Fun times. He ended up some cores because there's no real point in coring until, making it a full core until it's come down to about 50. I'll get on now. Let's go speed 4 because I can't wait all my life for this. So Naples is attacking into Aragon as well. How you get on, Castile, in terms of numbers? He has a similar amount of troops than we have. Well, he has more troops than we have. But he's also got a lot of manpower. Yeah, we certainly need France to come in on this. We died. A general. Who is this? Great. Got quite a good admiral. Excellent. Also, there was a Timbuktu down here. I was fairly certain that there was a Timbuktu. We could ally Timbuktu. We probably couldn't offer vassalization, but why? Distance between borders. Yeah. It might flip back to Timbuktu. But I think I'm up here. Stomping down on rebels. I think I'm doing that everywhere. Yep. If I stop you from doing that, i.e. if I bring my maintenance down, are we now going to get rebellions? We are. How much? Alright, half maintenance. Is that still enough to suppress? Yes. That's fine. Provence has gone bankrupt, but he's fairly isolated and he's excommunicated. I'm not gonna kick off with France over Provence. I mean, when you go bankrupt, usually you lose all of your alliances. Plus you fight at half strength, half morale, shall I say. So that's why I turned on notifications for, excuse me, Catalonia. I don't have a truce with Catalonia. I know it's not exactly Andalusian land, but it would be foolish of me to ignore somebody that's popped out without an alliance. Nope, France, I don't want help. Do we need a leader? I don't think so. Let's try and wipe their forces first so they don't have any troops. We'll chuck you on the fort. We use the mercenaries to withstand that attrition. The rest, chill out. I only have humiliate rival on you, that's horrific. If we can... No, we can't vassalize Aragon, that would be stupid. Or would it? He does have a bit of land that we could feed back to him. No, we won't. You need 6, you have 8. Let's take at least one off. Chuck onto this siege here. I will go towards legalism. How are we getting on with our corruption? We've been using our religious doodah, haven't we? We're not paying down corruption at all. We're allowing our corruption to grow. And then every time we reach 75% legalism, we press this button and bring our corruption down by 2. Even more legalism. Why not? Why the hell not? And I'm still waiting for that. We'll save the points. Might as well give you a blockade. I doubt there's any fleet out there. And for some reason I unmothballed my heavy ships, and I don't know why. Must be ready for getting into to Castile soon. Sure, we have a truce with Castile, do we not? Yeah, until 94. Alright. Catalonia, do you have cores anywhere? Only on my land. Therefore, it'd be a terrible idea to vassalize you. Fair enough. Fair enough. Also gives us a border with France, which is not the best thing in the world. No, that's going to take far too long. Who's going to be pissed off with this? Alright, fabricate there. You come back. That's all I need. Who's going to be pissed off with this? Lots. If I said no to Barcelona, that's acceptable. France could still take out Barcelona because they have a way of coring. Provence and the Papal State. Improve relations with the Papal State. It's weird because I've been doing the game, I've been streaming the game whilst my voice was getting fixed up. Been streaming the game as a Japanese daimyo, and not really being too bothered about aggressive expansion. So it's weird coming back to a game like listen please, and having to care about overextension. Not overextension, about aggressive expansion. Alright, Tugget, what are you going to give me? 3 troops. What are they? Good. Who are these? Tripoli, Lili, and separatists. Tripoli. Here's one of your calls. Interesting. No mercenaries, but that's alright. Should get them manpower as well, but what can you do? Right, so if you're pieced out here, I did take Barcelona because that would be pissing off a few too many people, and I would like a little bit of space for the taking of Zaragoza if we can. Making you a vassal as well would be far too much, it would. War reps. Money. Papal State is off that list. I don't care about Provence because I think Provence is probably going to get eaten by France very, very, very soon. How about less money? How much more is this? Could we? No, I can't risk it. No, can't risk it. Alright, we'll go with that. How are you? Overextension at least 10%. That's fine. We've got Resilion here. In the hills, actually. That should have allowed us, once it's called, 757. We can get there. We can get there. We don't need our heavies up and running. Let's have them mothballed up. Let's save a little bit of money there. Save a little bit of money on our transports as well. Get these fools grouped up. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we making? Sorry. 7 ducats. That's not too bad. That's not bad. Should now only be 1 over. We are. We've got another 3 years. Who's this? Naples. We've got another 3 years before Aragon's gone bankrupt. Excellent. As I was saying, we've got another 3 years before we can get into. That doesn't need. Doesn't need mercenaries. It's not capital or anything, is it? No. Where's your capital? Down here. We'll try jump on his capital as quickly as we can within reason. Whilst he's in trouble. When you're bankrupt, again, when you're bankrupt, your armies fight with 50% morale. So it's a good time to jump all over. Your enemies. You come back. You come back as well. We need to go to more outraged people. Totally okay. So, the 1.4, 50% minus because of bankruptcy. Even taking this to the -2 to the same with the boats as well. You get minus 50% for bankruptcy. You do. So if you see someone going bankrupt, then if you're not already at war with them, you have to ask yourself why. Is it because you can't get to them physically, or because you've got too much aggressive expansion? We do have a lot of aggressive expansion, but it would be rude not to. Our rich countries. We might have to drag this fight out a while as well. I'll give you the blockade. Easy. Easy peasy. Naples, did you take the entirety? Oh, you did. Fair enough. Who are you allied with? Ferrara and Savoy. Not exactly giant countries. Might be an easy route into southern Italy. That'd be fun. Aragon has cores here. So they will have all stopped. So the quicker we're through this, the better. Still have to send you separatists. It's a little bit of a concern. No, go away, Tunis. When I break that alliance, I don't want a royal marriage, because you take up space with the royal marriages. If we break the military access to the alliance with Tunis tomorrow, then that's it. Our relationship with Tunis is over. However, if we take that royal marriage, then the royal marriage will just be hanging over us for a long time, taking up space. More legalism, thank you very much. How far away are we? Oh, I can click the button whenever I want. How much scription do we have? 1.26. We've got until it reaches 2. No real point in doing it early. This isn't my land, of course. Milan's gone bankrupt. Can't get to him. Plus, it'd be a hell of a lot of aggressive expansion. I will pay money for the prestige and the legitimacy. Yes, please. Why is our legitimacy so low? Must have come to the throne on low or a weak claim. You also need to be thrown in the sea. That's a terrible amount of monarch points. Splendid. Can we capture any ships? No. Oh well. Sad times. What do we go with? Transfer subject. No. Go to improve war taxes. We might be in this fight for a while. We'll use them immediately. Don't really care about England's opinion of me. I do care about Milan, do care about Austria. They're a little bit closer. They're more willing to join a coalition, probably. Catalonia I don't care about. Savoy I do. Let's improve relations with Savoy. We come back from Austria, we'll improve relations with Provence as well. I don't know why he's still alive. I will just continue to improve relations with people. In the meantime, we will stand in our own land so we can bring down our maintenance. There's no reason for it to be high. I don't want to be caught out by Sardinian separatists or something weird. Yeah. I'll probably do a couple of years worth of just improving relations with outraged people so we can take the bits and pieces that I would like to take. Alright, recall from you. I mean, just this province is coalition city. Don't really care about Castile or Portugal. Don't care about Aragon. Do care a little bit about England. I don't know why there's so much aggressive expansion with England with them being so far away. May have been whilst they still had land here. How many favours do we have? 22. As soon as 94 hits. When's your truce with Castile over? February of 94. What are you doing? Thank you. I could do with getting into Castile. I'll have with Catalonia, with Portugal, and with the Papal State. Okay, alright. What techs are you on? Miltech 8 to our Miltech 7, but we could catch up, I'm sure. Yeah, easily. We could take a couple of loans. We could get the tech up easily. Also, I didn't raise the autonomy in these provinces. There's a reason for us not to. And our military dude is dead. We'll pick up morale of armies. Do we improve relations otherwise? If we do, why do we not have you in the seat then? Possibly the best advisor in the game. Don't care about Castile and Portugal, they'd both end up... Ah, what? They were 80%, weren't they? And that's more troops than Catalonia could ever possibly muster by themselves. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, at least they didn't take out my mercenaries. Should have been keeping an eye on it. Called him into multiple wars. Oh, yeah. Oh, if I hadn't been taken out there. I need to declare this war pretty quickly. What have we gone? That'd been an offensive. I need to declare into Castile before more people get added to this coalition. Peace out for that. What about knock at Zaragoza? About something less. Apparently that's not less. Good to know. No, just the one province. Revoke the cause of all of that. Plus your money. Plus war reps. Out you go. We start coring on that. The Aragonese cores that were here all vanished. That's why we were still coring those. Right. So 10 days or so. need to declare here because coalition is starting. We can get off into French lands. Castile, what's your fleet like? Oh, it's nothing. Right, so we will have naval dominance. Portugal. What's the Portuguese fleet comprise of? Well, it's not on the top list, so I don't think we need to worry about it too much. Famous last words. So we are going to be able to transport troops around at will. Yeah, I think we have to do this. Oh, it's going to mean a big coalition. No, it could be improved relations with people. So, yeah, that's where I'll leave it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Again, apologies for it being so long between the past two episodes, but you really didn't want to hear me trying to croak my way through an episode. So, we are going to, in the next episode, immediately declare war on Castile. We bring France in, we fight Catalonia, we fight Papal State, we fight the Portuguese, but that's okay. Portuguese is nothing. In fact, we might even bring in the Portuguese as co-belligerents and make of them a vassal. In the meantime, I would also like sail to not be a march anymore, which means spending a stability. So the next stability that we get, we're going to spend it on sail. Turn him into a vassal and then integrate him, because it's one profits minor. I don't need. The more I think about it, the more mad I'm getting. Almost as mad as this, as not seeing these rebels pop. But you never know, the French might sort them out for us. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Either the French or the Castilians, I don't really care. We'll get ourselves on ships, we'll get ourselves onto an island, we'll let France and Castile derp it out. We may well try and force out the Papal State. We may well try and force out Portugal. You're part of a coalition and I can't. What if I went Portugal instead? No, it only works with Castile. Might not be able to take Portugal as a vassal because of the rules of attacking into a coalition. Anyway, until next time, which will be tomorrow. I guarantee you, it will be tomorrow. Do take care.